Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. Today we're going to be doing a video for Skinner. We're going to be ranking Skinner's costumes. Now I know I originally said that I only wanted to do costumes where the character had 5 costumes, but I thought I'd bend the rules a little bit just to do Skinner because from what I believe, he's the only character who has 4 costumes. So I figured, yeah, I'll break the rules. We'll do Skinner. Now I'm considering ranking all of the costumes that I've ranked so far on like some sort of master list. So all the Homers, Marge, Bart's, Lisa's, Maggie's, and then all the other kind of characters, Grandpa, and all the others I've done, like Millhouse and all that. So I'm trying to list them all. I can't think of them all on the top of my head, but I've been thinking of all the kind of new rank lists I've done. I'm thinking about ranking all of them from worst to best. I feel like the Stonecutters will be a bit tricky just because the Stonecutter costumes are kind of like all the same. Like some of the costumes are kind of all equally bad, I guess, or equally as good, if you will. But I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a master list. If you guys don't want that, please do tell me. Please just tell me if you'll watch it. I don't know. Yeah. So tell me if you would like to see that kind of master list for all the costumes. If not, this will be the finale for our ranked costumes from worst to best. So I've kind of blabbed on a lot, so let's get into it. This one should be a fairly quick video, and we'll get into the worst costume for Principal Seymour Skinner. Number 600. So speaking of Stonecutter costumes, yeah, number 600 I would say is the worst Skinner costume. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've said it before, I like the Stonecutter costumes as collectibles, and I think the way they were added was actually fairly decent. I'm not a massive fan of how they were re-added, but how they were originally added were that they were completely for, like, most of them were for free. So, and you just got them in a kind of a side quest. They weren't even a part of the main kind of prize. This one was actually a prize, but it came with number 85, which is the one for Willie. So, although, yeah, it was technically a prize, you had to actually earn event currency. I mean, you got 2 in 1, so it wasn't a terrible deal. Yeah, I think overall the reason why I'm putting this as the worst costume is, although, yeah, it's cool to have it, it's cool to collect the Stonecutter costumes and all, this costume is no different to the others, really, and it also has no animated tasks. So that's the reason why I'm putting this as the worst. Pretty simple. Number 600. Fireman Skinner is next. Oof, I don't know. I feel a little bad putting it this low, but it was kind of a call between this and the next one. But I couldn't quite decide. But I kind of went on the animations, just because this only has one animation, this costume, and that's Wash the Truck. It's the only animation it has. I don't know, I'm a little on it, really. It's kind of not an amazing... It's an okay animation, I guess, but would have been cool to get more. Yeah, it was originally free. It has never been re-added according to the wiki. I don't know how 100% how reliable that is, but normally they're pretty reliable, so I don't think it has been re-added. Of course, it was added in Crook and Ladder, which was the Fireman update, if you will. Yeah, I just think overall it's not an amazing costume. It's decent though. It's cool to get it, but yeah, it hasn't been re-added. It's only got 1 animation, so I figure it's fair to put it here on the list. But anyway, let's move on. Long Shot Skinner. Man, I like this one as well. I actually quite like this one a lot. Just the look of it, it's so cool. I just had to give it to the winner. It was very close though, I would give that. I think the look of this is just awesome. It's just cool to see Skinner in this kind of, in this Wild West thing. This is kind of from like a skit though, I guess. It's from like I don't know if it was an opening or if it was a closing, but it was like something in the episode that wasn't a part of the main story. So I don't know, I'm okay with that overall, but yeah, sometimes I guess it's not great when things are opening. But that whole Cthulhu event we got, I think it was last year, but that whole Cthulhu event was based on an opening. It wasn't actually, yeah, it was really weird. It was based solely on an opening for a Treehouse of Horror episode. This one is pretty cool though, I like it. It was of course a Wild West prize for Act 3. According to the wiki, has not been re-added. Again, I don't know how reliable that is, but I'm trusting the wiki on this one. Of course, there were 2 animated tasks, Protect the School, which is obviously just outside the elementary school, and then Look Cool Patrolling Town. I would have liked maybe some cooler animations. I really think a standoff with Bart, the kid with no name, and Longshot Skinner would have been really cool. Like that could have been a really cool animation for one of the characters. Obviously, that could have been added for kid with no name as well. Maybe there could have been one or two cooler, like one of the animations could have been better for sure. I think that's a fair criticism. The animations aren't that crazy, but overall, I think this is a really, really cool costume. It just got slightly beaten by the winner, and I literally mean slightly. It was actually a tough call, but anyway, of course, there has to be a winner. So, can we have that drum roll, please? Pharaoh Skinner. So, just like I gave the Slave Master Willie, I think I gave that the win. I feel like I did. Maybe I didn't. But just like I liked that Slave Master Willie costume a lot, man, I love the Pharaoh Skinner. It's great. It looks really cool. It's just like the perfect... I love that little skit, that whole Moses kind of skit. I think it's a really well done one. I think Skinner being the Pharaoh was such a perfect choice. They could have really picked anyone, but I think Skinner made the most sense with the whole kind of ultra principle characterization, I guess. There's two animations. Do the Scarab, I guess. That one's pretty cool. And Rule with an iron ack. I don't know. I'm probably saying that wrong. Who knows? Both of them are cool. Obviously, that one's at the Pharaoh throne. That second one. Yeah, I like both the animations. I think they're awesome. The costume itself looks cool as hell. It's cool to see Pharaoh Skinner. He looks really awesome in that kind of get up, I guess. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's just a really, really cool costume. Of course, there is one slight negative, and that's the price. It was added in the Time Traveling Toaster event first, and it was actually added for premium. It cost 150 donuts, and it came with the Pharaoh throne. So for a character decoration combo, it's kind of shitty. It's kind of bad. Yeah, not a great price, I personally think. Again, I've kind of said this in the past, but I think a costume should be at the most 60 donuts, and that's if the costume's good. I would say this costume is definitely worth 60 donuts, maybe even more. I think there's an argument that it maybe is justified 70 at a push, but I would say no more than 70. But that Pharaoh throne, it's no worth than 20 donuts. So like at the very most, if I'm being really charitable, it's a 90 donut deal. This should be. So I feel like that initial 150 donut price was a little pricey. However, it was re-added in the Thanksgiving 2018 and the All-American auction for 20 donuts in the mystery box. And it was also added to the yearbook for 30 donuts. So although I'm not a massive fan of the initial price, hey, at least it was fairly affordable when it was re-added later on. So yeah, I think that's a fair justification to kind of forgive it for that price. Well, not forgive it entirely, but I think it doesn't outweigh the good of this costume personally. So that is it for the video. Tell me your thoughts on Skinner's costumes. That is my kind of thoughts overall on Skinner and his collection of costumes. So please do tell me down below if you would like to see that master list video that I'm kind of sort of thinking about. I don't know. If I do it, don't expect it to be out next week. It's probably going to take me a while because, oh boy, there are a lot of costumes there to rank. Or alternatively, if you want, actually maybe, tell you what, I'll let you decide. You guys decide. Should I do that master list that I was talking about early on, or should I rank every other costume in the game? So, yeah, I mean, either one is going to be a tough choice. Maybe I'll do both, actually. So, tell me which one you want to see first, I guess. I can't even make my mind up. Anyway, let's just close the video out. Tell me, guys, please do comment. Tell me what you want to see, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, goodbye.